Good morning, everyone. Today we are talking with Tim Aden, the area coordinator for Operation Christmas Child in the Missouri Boot Hill region, and let's get started. So, first of all, tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, as she said, I'm Tim Aden. I'm the area coordinator. I grew up in Tennessee, and my wife and I met in college and came back to this part of the country to help her parents. And I'm a retired nurse. I also have an ordained minister, so I do some preaching around too. And when I retired, I just asked the Lord to lead me to where I was needed the most, and He led me to Operation Christmas Child. And it's been a blessing to be able to be a part of this great organization.
Okay. When did you become area coordinator?
I became area coordinator in May of 18. Before that, I was logistics coordinator for about a year, and before that I worked with a drop-off center. So it's just kind of seen myself coming up in the ranks along the way. It's just so exciting because we as area coordinators get to work with such a big team of people in the Boot Hill. I cover 10 counties in the Boot Hill, and I have wonderful people who have drop-off centers, and we have wonderful coordinators. So it's just a blessing to have this position.
Okay. And what are some of your duties as coordinator? You've covered part of it, but...
Okay. Well, an area coordinator, as I said, I'm in charge of 10 counties in the Boot Hill, which means that I cover those counties with my coordinators. I have 5 coordinators that work with me, and they have different responsibilities. And then, of course, as we get to collection week each year, it really gets hectic because we have 11 drop-offs open now in the Boot Hill, and we're working on 12 and 13. So I'm really excited about that because every shoebox, of course, means another child that receives a gift that they never received before, and also a wonderful gospel message.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit more about Operation Christmas Child, the history, and what exactly they do and whatnot.
Okay. Operation Christmas Child is an umbrella of Samaritan's Purse. I think most of you have probably heard of Samaritan's Purse. It's, of course, a Christian organization. The president is Franklin Graham. The organization was formed originally in 1992. And under that umbrella, he saw the need to reach children. And Operation Christmas Child is all about children. And we have seen people who have received boxes that it changes their life completely. They go on to be ministers, doctors, nurses, all sorts of things, and they would not have had that opportunity otherwise. As you've probably heard of Samaritan's Purse in the times when there's been hurricanes or flooding or things like that. They are always the first people on the ground in those areas, and I'm very proud to be a part of Samaritan's Purse with Operation Christmas Child.
Okay. Well, how does someone find out more about Operation Christmas Child if they want to know?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. You can get online and just, if you want to, the easiest thing to do is just type in Operation Christmas Child, and it will take you to our homepage. It will be Operation Christmas Child Samaritan's Purse, and you can find out all kinds of things about Operation Christmas Child. You can volunteer on that page. If you do that, I will get your application after it goes to the office, and I will be talking to you. And you could be working in so many wonderful places with our drop-offs, working to bring on with our logistics coordinator to bring on new drop-offs. We have church relations where you actually work with the churches that are part of our team. We have student relations, so we're able to bring high school and college people into our wonderful, wonderful organization. And we also have community relations. And community relations is just what it says. It reaches out to the individual communities. And I don't know if you've really thought about it, but think about the Boot Hill and the 10 counties and how many towns there are in those counties. So we're reaching out to a lot of people. It's just a wonderful, wonderful organization.
And how can they contact, if they want to contact our region directly, how would they do that?
Well, they can either through that website that I just told you, the Samaritan's Purse Operation Christmas Child site. There's a place on there where you can punch, click in, and they will take you to an application process, and that application will go to our regional office, which is in Blue Springs around Kansas City, and then that application will come to my desk, and from there we will start doing some checking and things and see where you might best fit in our organization.
Okay. We will put all these links in the description at the end of the video. So, and what advice would you give those who want to help?
Well, first of all, pray, because I believe that Operation Christmas Child is bound in prayer, and I believe that everyone who works with Operation Christmas Child has to be a child of God and be ready to accept God's leading. And then start looking at what maybe is your interest. Do you like packing shoe boxes in cartons? Do you like going out and talking to people about Operation Christmas Child? Just, you know, you can kind of look at your life experience and figure out where you might fit in Operation Christmas Child. And we have a place for you.
Okay. I have a couple of questions here. What is your box goal this year?
Our box goal this year is 12,262. That's a 5% increase over last year. We tried to pray about that. I spent many weeks with my local regional manager and the regional office and myself praying before we came up with that goal, because we want it to be an attainable goal and we want it to be from God.
Okay. And if someone wants to track their boxes online, how would they do that?
You can do the exact same thing I was telling you about earlier. Go to that website, and when you get to that website, there will be a place where you can go down and it says track your box, and you can run you off little boy or girl labels, and when that label goes on your box, when it goes out, wherever it goes, you're going to be notified of where that box went.
Okay. And one last question. What is next for Operation Christmas Child, particularly this region?
What is the what?
What's next for the region?
Oh, the next for this region? Oh, I'm glad you asked that. Because we, for the first time since this region has been formed, have a full team of coordinators, which means the Lord is getting ready to work in the boot hill. As I said a little bit earlier, we now have 11 drop-off centers. We're working this year to bring on at least 2 new drop-off centers. And those drop-off centers mean that we can have a place closer to you that are out there wanting to bring a box. And you know, it's just wonderful that we're covering such a big area. And we're going to continue to pray that God blesses us with more boxes, and we're going to be able to surprise more children around the world.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Brother Aden, and we appreciate you talking with us today, and we wish you all the best with the Operation Christmas Child. For all those who watch this video, please like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. God bless.
Thank you.